Stephen Curry, born Wardell Stephen Curry II on March 14, 1988, is an American professional basketball player for the Golden State Warriors. Widely regarded as the greatest shooter in NBA history, he is credited with revolutionizing the game by popularizing the three-point shot. Career highlights and achievements. Curry has spent his entire 16-season NBA career with the Warriors since being drafted 7th overall in 2009. His major accolades include 4 times NBA champion, 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2022, 2 times NBA Most Valuable Player (MVP), 2015 and 2016, the first and only unanimous MVP in league history, NBA Finals MVP 2022, 11 times NBA All-Star 2014 through 2019, 2021 through 2025, NBA all-time leader in three-pointers, surpassed Ray Allen in December 2021. He is the only player to exceed 3,000 career three-pointers. Olympic gold medalist, won his first gold medal at the 2024 Paris Olympics, notably scoring 24 points in the final against France. He famously debuted his night-night celebration on the world stage, and his final shot, an arching rainbow over 2 defenders, is now known as the Golden Dagger. Background and personal life. Early life. Born in Akron, Ohio, and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, he is the son of former NBA player Del Curry and the older brother of NBA player Seth Curry. College. Attended Davidson College, where he led the team to an improbable Elite Eight run in 2008 and was the NCAA scoring leader in 2009. Family. He married Aisha Alexander in 2011. They have 4 children, daughters Riley and Ryan, and sons Cannon and Caius. Off the court, known for his philanthropy and business ventures in media and technology, he is also recognized for his Christian faith. Current status, December 2025. As of late 2025, Curry remains the cornerstone of the Golden State Warriors. In recent games this month, he has continued to perform at an elite level, including a 48-point performance against Portland on December 14th and a 39-point game against Minnesota on December 12th. Despite his individual production, the Warriors have been battling for consistency, currently holding a record of 15-15. Stephen Curry's 2024 Olympic performance was a career-defining moment that saw him transition from a slow start to one of the most clutch performances in international basketball history. Here is a breakdown of his statistics and highlights from both the Olympics and his current NBA season. 2024 Paris Olympics, the Golden Dagger. In his Olympic debut, Curry saved his best for the knockout rounds, scoring 60 points across the final 2 games. Final versus France, Curry scored 24 points, hitting 4 legendary three-pointers in the final 3 minutes to seal the win. He famously debuted his night-night celebration on the world stage, and his final shot, an arching rainbow over 2 defenders, is now known as the Golden Dagger. Semifinal versus Serbia, he nearly broke the Olympic record for points in a game, scoring 36 points, 9 of 14 from 3, to lead a massive 17-point comeback. Total shooting. After a quiet group stage, he finished the tournament shooting 65.4%, 17 of 26 from three-point range in the last 2 games. Category: Olympic average. Points per game, 14.8, team lead. Three-point shooting, 47.8%, 22 of 46 total. Rebounds and assets, 3.2 RPG/2.5 APG. Accolades: Paris 2024 All-Star 5, 2024 USA Male Athlete of the Year. Current season stats, 2025-26. At 37 years old, Curry is remarkably still performing at an MVP level. Even with a new supporting cast, including Jimmy Butler, who joined the Warriors this season, Curry remains the focal point of the offense. 2025-26 season averages as of late 2025. Points, 28.8 ppg. Assists, 4.2 apg. Rebounds, 4.3 rpg. Three-point percentage, 40.2% on 12 attempts per game. Free throw percentage, 91.0%. Recent performance highlights: December 14th versus Portland, exploded for 48 points and 12 three-pointers, his fifth career game with 12-plus threes. December 12th versus Minnesota, scored 39 points in a tough loss. December 22nd versus Orlando, led the Warriors to a 120-97 victory with 26 points. Career totals, the 4,000 club. Curry is currently closing in on a monumental milestone: 4,000 career regular season three-pointers. He is already the all-time leader, but reaching 4,000 would put him in a statistical category that may not be touched for decades. The road to 4,000 career three-pointers. Actually, a quick clarification, Stephen Curry already reached 4,000 three-pointers earlier this year. On March 13, 2025, in a home game against the Sacramento Kings, Steph hit the historic mark, becoming the first player in NBA history to do so. He has continued to push that record into the stratosphere ever since. Current pursuit, December 2025. Total career three-pointers, around 4,150 plus. The new goal: he is now effectively racing against himself to see if he can reach 4,500 before he considers retirement. Consistency. Even at 37, he's averaging roughly 4.8 made threes per game this season. At this pace, he will likely pass 4,300 by the end of the 2025-26 regular season. Currently sitting at 15-15, the team is in a battle for playoff positioning in a very deep Western Conference. Here's the realistic outlook on their championship hopes. The case for a championship, the believe factors, the Butler effect. Since joining the team, Jimmy Butler has provided exactly what they needed: an elite secondary scorer and a defensive anchor. When he and Steph are both healthy, the Warriors have played at a near 60-win pace. Elite defense. Despite their .500 record, the Warriors currently boast the third best defensive rating in the NBA. This grind-it-out style is historically what wins playoff series. Steph's peak. At 37, Curry is still averaging nearly 29 ppg and shooting roughly 40% from deep. He remains the ultimate X factor that no team wants to face in a 7-game series. The challenges, the reality factors. Odds and projections. Las Vegas sportsbooks currently have the Warriors at roughly plus 3,000 to plus 3,500 odds to win the title. This ranks them about 8th to 10th in the league, well behind favorites like the Oklahoma City Thunder, plus 110, and New York Knicks. Inconsistency. The team has struggled with puzzling losses on the road and is currently holding the 8th seed. If the season ended today, they would have to survive the play-in tournament just to enter the playoffs. Health and age. With a core of Curry, 37, Butler, 36, Draymond Green, 35, and Al Horford, 39, the risk of father time or a late-season injury is significantly higher than it is for younger teams like OKC. The verdict. The Warriors are likely one more move away from being a top-tier favorite. Many analysts expect GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. to be aggressive before the January trade deadline, possibly moving a young piece like Jonathan Kuminga for another veteran rim protector or shooter. If they can climb into a top 6 seed to avoid the play-in tournament and stay healthy, their championship DNA makes them a threat to anyone. As of late December 2025, Stephen Curry has not set a specific retirement date, but he has become much more open about the fact that the end is near. He has consistently used a 2-year chunk philosophy to describe his remaining time in the NBA. Here is the current timeline for his retirement based on his contract and recent statements. 1. The contract timeline through 2027. In August 2024, Curry signed a year extension that runs through the 2026-27 season. The age 39 mark, When this contract expires in the summer of 2027, Curry will be 39 years old. Warrior for life. Curry has stated multiple times that his goal is to finish his career with the Golden State Warriors, the only team he has ever played for. 2. His two-year chunk philosophy. In several interviews throughout 2025, most notably with Complex and ESPN, Curry explained that he no longer looks 5 years ahead. Instead, he evaluates his career in 2-year increments based on his current contract. "I'm just taking it 2 years at a time. That's what I have left on my contract right now. I want to be in a position where I have the choice to say, I'm good, rather than being forced out." 3. Factors that will decide his retirement. Curry has identified 3 main triggers that will tell him it's time to hang up the sneakers. Off-season preparation. He recently noted that the grueling daily training required before the season starts has become harder than the actual 82 games. When he no longer wants to do the unseen work, he will retire. Competitive level. He has stated that he does not want to be limping up and down the court or playing as a bench role player. He wants to exit while he is still an elite contributor. Family. With 4 children, Curry has hinted that the desire to spend more time with his family is a growing factor in his decision-making. 4. Life after basketball. Curry is already future-proofing his life when he walks away. His post-retirement plans include NBA ownership. He has expressed a strong interest in joining an NBA ownership group, similar to Michael Jordan. Broadcasting. He has confirmed he is open to a broadcasting role, potentially with NBC or Amazon as they expand their NBA coverage. And golf. As a scratch golfer, there is speculation he may eventually try to compete on the PGA Tour Champions once he turns 50.